According to the Centers for Disease Control, in America, 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys are sexually abused before the age of 18. Childhood sexual abuse is far more common than anyone would like to think, and although the subject matter may be difficult to talk about with your child, local students are trying to make it a lot easier for parents and youth to begin the conversation.
While you were sleeping, some men came along, said they had some dimensions to take.
Take Back the Night's third annual event took place at Memorial Park on Saturday night in Needham. High school students and local residents rallied together to welcome special guest speaker Jenna Quinn as she bravely spoke out and told her story of how she survived sexual abuse.
I tried to hide and cope with the pain, and instead it brought the abuse into the light of truth. I felt isolated and shameful, and I lived in fear. I wish I would have said something sooner, but I can't take that back now. I kept telling myself that each time I was hurt, it would be the last time. After 4 years of abuse, I was led to make my outcry after my sister came up with a solution to my odd behaviors. And she just asked me, flat out, if anybody had ever hurt me. Without saying a word, I gave her my answer by breaking into tears.
Quinn has become a national advocate against child abuse. Telling her story was just the first step in her campaign. Since then, she has produced a short documentary, and she has also worked with legislation to pass Jenna's Law, which went into effect in Texas this past September. And Quinn is now hoping to pass this new law right here in Massachusetts.
Jenna's Law is basically a comprehensive education tool for the school systems in Texas. And it trains parents, teachers, and students on the indicators of sexual abuse, the signs and symptoms, and what to look for, because you can't diagnose something if you don't know what it is.
Take Back the Night originally began back in 2007 when the Needham Youth Commission and Needham's Domestic Violence Action Committee teamed together with Needham High School students. Since then, Take Back the Night has become a high school student-driven event consisting of 30 students from all grade levels who share the common goal of bringing the community together to raise the level of awareness about domestic abuse.
I think Jenna's story is amazing. It's very inspirational to people, and especially the fact that she had the courage to speak out, and she's really emphasizing the fact that coming out and saying your story can be really helpful in healing yourself and helping the situation.
I definitely feel like I could relate to it because her story is very relevant to teenagers today, and what she was saying made us realize that we don't have to be silent, or we can deal with what we need to, and there are people who are around us who will support us and help us.
I think Jenna's confidence is amazing that she would come and share it with us. I thought she had an incredibly powerful story. To be raped for 4 years and not say anything must have been a traumatizing experience that I can't even begin to fathom.
To all the victims, please don't suffer in silence. Please do not suffer in silence. Say something.
If you or someone you know needs help, there are local resources right here in Needham. Call the Needham Youth Services at 781-455-7518 or the Domestic Violence Action Committee at 781-455-7523. For the Needham Channel News, I'm Heather Baker.
This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of